What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Road to Immortal, episode 37. Every once in a while, I like to do a coaching session, so today we're getting coached by a fellow viewer, and his name is Sam. And Sam, let's hear a little bit about you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sam, aka Strilling. I'm about a 4K MMR player. I've been playing for about 8 or 9 years now, 7,000 hours. I also am on a podcast about Dota called We Like Dota. Um, and yeah, I'm excited to get the chance to coach you, Bruno.
Awesome. Okay, so today we're going to be going over a replay, and Sam has some things in mind that I don't really know what he's going to be talking about, but we're going to go ahead and go through a recent match. You guys have probably seen it already, but we're going to go ahead and load that up now. 7,000 hours though?
Yeah, 7,000 hours.
And then how good is 4K? Like what is that, top 5%?
So, according to the last distribution that I saw, 4K is about the top 5 to 10% of players.
Oh, okay.
It's
But definitely above average.
Yeah, it's definitely above the average Dota player, I would say. It's like the breaking point, I would say, in terms of when games start to get really difficult, and you'll see players that start to outplay and outmaneuver you on the map, and if you don't adapt.
Oh, I can see. Oh, that's my cursor. I was like, I can see your cursor as well. Oh, that's lame.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so I'll be watching you a few seconds behind.
Okay.
As we're watching, I'll just ask you to pause every once in a while. So we can pause now and talk about your starting items a little bit.
Sure.
So I want to hear your thought process behind the
What I
clarities
bought?
and wand. Yeah.
The clarities. Well, okay. First off, I didn't really know who I was laying against. If I could go back in time, I would just buy the mangoes instead, because these clarities, it's like I can't even use them against Lion. But my theory was, well, also the wand. Like, I guess I didn't know who I was laying against, and I was like, well, I don't know what to buy. It's a decent item, but I was thinking my W's good enough where it's like that's pretty much the tango. Like that's what tango does. So I'm like, why don't I just start W? That's what I did this game. I started W, so I get some regen, and then I don't have to buy tangos. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
the lane changes way really quickly in a way that I wasn't expecting, but that's why I started with the clarity, because I didn't know who I was laying against, and I thought it'd be a good idea. Because I feel like Omni Knight doesn't really want to stand in the middle of the lane and trade with them. He wants to just pick up the farm. Because I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends who's the supporting, but I know Mirana's gonna leave.
Yeah, I think that you can probably depend on Murano leaving, and so I think that you want to play uh not an aggressive lane where you're trying to go for kills. It's kind of hard to kill who I'm assuming is going to come to your lane, Jug. And the lion can be annoying, especially after level 2 when he has a stun and a hacks.
Right.
So you can play a number of ways. If you want to go for the W build, that would imply that you're standing in lane a lot and that you are trying to contest the last hits with your right click, because it gives you bonus strength, which increases your right click damage, and it gives you more regen that allows you to take that chip damage. But I think the more popular way to play is to pick up Q,
Yeah.
the heal, which is also a bit of burst damage, which allows you to trade in lanes where you have a favorable level 1. And then, I guess probably more importantly, you can get last hits very easily, and you can secure those last hits. So I guess I shouldn't even start with your items. I should really think about. Or you said you didn't know who you were going to lane against. Did you know that you were?
No, I had no idea.
Did you know you were going to lane against a Jug?
No, well, I knew it wasn't Medusa. I thought it was maybe, I don't know who else it would have been. I just knew it wasn't Medusa because I'm she's going mid lane.
Yeah. So I think how many hours do you have again?
I think less than 1,000. But the thing in this game is um, our bot lane is their top what is it? like the our off lane is their safe lane. I don't get that. Like it's weird that's
Mm.
like mirrored
Oh, okay. So
instead of like the same.
in League, yeah,
Because
I can't speak.
in league it's the same. So it's like if I'm off lane, I'm fighting off lane.
Yeah, so there's I think you should think of lanes instead of necessarily thinking about them as like off and safe lane and thinking about how you have to play differently in those two lanes, like in the laning stage. Maybe think about like once you get a better sense maybe for where heroes are likely going to end up, like a Juggernaut's not really going to lane anywhere
No,
else other
that's what I
than
was
safe
saying though.
lane.
Like whenever I queue up, the last thing I'm thinking about is like, oh, our
Uh,
off lane is their safe lane, so I'm probably fighting like whoever's like
mm.
the damage dealer on their team.
So I think that's maybe a good mindset switch that you can have, and not necessarily in drafting because in pubs, you're often not seeing who you're going up against until after you've picked.
Right.
So instead, once you realize who you're laning up against potentially, right? You look after the draft has finished. You look at your team. You look at their team, and you can maybe guess, where one support is going at least, or one core is going at least, and that will kind of indicate a way that you need to play the lane. Because I think that the number one like influential thing in like how you approach the lane and how you start the lane is how you build your items with your initial gold and which ability you level first.
Oh, but when you were talking about Q and W build, I was gonna say I only skill Q. I only skill W like once or twice because
Mhm.
level 2 W is double the strength. I mean the HP regen is good, but it's double the strength. So I feel like that's pretty strong power spike. So like I'm pretty sure. Well, I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure level
Yeah.
2 I take Q, and then 3 or 4 I take W again, and then I don't take W. I max Q I think first.
Yeah. So I don't want to get into like the minutia of like the past level 1, but just based on like the abilities themselves. These two abilities have like very different purposes in a way. Like
Yeah.
one is like a nuke and one is pretty much purely defensive, right? It's a dispel which will get rid of things like in this game you can get rid of like Mars's slow, you can get rid of Treant's slow, you can get rid of like small. I mean, this game is actually not that great of a dispel game, but it's a purely defensive spell, and so you should level it when you think that you have to play purely defensive. And
Oh,
so
okay.
what I'll tell you, because you might not know this, Lion and Jug, or even just Jug on his own, is a hero that kills you by spinning on you early, right?
Right. It does a lot.
So the ways that you can avoid that are by going and investing in movement speed early.
Oh. Okay.
And so you don't necessarily have to start with boots, but it should be your thought process that you want to get boots quickly. And I'll tell you that wand is a relatively inefficient item because it has a recipe. And if you look at like let's take the magic stick, the two iron branches and the recipe, right?
Yeah.
You could buy the two iron branches and the stick, and unless you get more than 10 charges or die with, you know, 20 or less HP, the upgrade to wand wouldn't have made a difference at all because it just gives you
Oh.
+1 stat what +1
Yeah.
to all stats,
Okay.
and it gives you 10 more charges to play around with. But in a lot of lanes, the enemy's not going to cast more than 10 spells during the laning phase. So upgrading to a wand, especially with your initial gold, that's so important because everything starts out even and everybody has like the same cards to play with. You want to make sure that you're using them as efficiently as possible. So in this lane, depending on how comfortable you feel, you can even start with a windlace um, to make sure that you're like never in danger of being spun on. They have a stun, so it's even more likely that you're going to be blade danced on or whatever,
Yeah.
blade furied on.
So wait, you're saying like even if this was a lane where I was going to buy the magic wand, you should just always start with the magic stick and then only upgrade it if you think you need it?
Correct. I think that that's
Okay.
a. I think that Magic Wand is a great item. Like, let me not tell you that it's not, but
Right.
it's not a great
But you
item
might not actually need it.
a minute or two into the game, especially.
Uh,
So maybe
so
you
you
want it
think I should
6
have went
minutes.
raindrops instead?
You can't buy raindrops until
Oh, I
3
forgot. Okay.
minutes. No, it's all good. I think that you could have bought like a normal item build this game. I think would have been something like one of the gauntlets of strength. It's at the top row of the attributes, like the +3 strength item.
Right.
Um, the like maybe 2 iron branches, a set of tangos, maybe a salve, and then I think you have like 70 or like 100 gold left to play with, and you can build something like a mango or a clarity or a fairy fire. And the idea behind that, I think that you should. I've watched a bit of your stream before, and I think that sometimes you struggle in lane because you don't feel comfortable going up to the creep wave because you don't have the ability to regenerate your health if you take damage, right?
Not always, but like I feel like at least early on I shouldn't even be trying to push it. I should just let it come to me. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll see in this game that we actually do kind of get in there, but um I feel like cuz you want it like you want the creeps to be like, can I draw? No, I can't. Like where I'm at right now. You want them to be like
Yep.
here. So there's almost no
Mhm.
point for me to be down here. I should just like
Yeah.
just go off, do something else.
So
Almost.
so the lane, I will say that the lane always starts in front of the safe lane tower, roughly, unless there's like some block shenanigans that you are not going to start with lane equilibrium in your favor because you're playing in the off lane. That's what makes it the off lane, um, to a degree. And so in that case, you need to find a way to bring back the lane, which we'll see if you do. But prior to that point, you need to have the ability to regenerate the health that you lose contesting the first creep wave at least.
Yeah,
So
well,
something
that's
like
what I
at
started
least,
W.
yeah. I mean, it's good, but it's not actually that much. Like the HP regen is 8 over what 12 seconds. So you're looking at like plus or minus like oh it's 80. Uh, it's just 80 health. You know what I mean? It's not all that much. It's about 2 right clicks worth of damage, maybe 3.
Nah, I
Um,
guess.
So I'm going to how to build his hero. I'm going to say you should buy a set of tangos in every game that you play from now on. At least one. You need to minimum have some kind of health regeneration, even on Omni Knight, because if you like you want to take Q. I'm going to tell you in this lane, and you don't want to necessarily have to use the heal on yourself if you don't have if you're like forced to not
Okay.
use it in order to like secure the range creep or something.
Okay. But one thing I was gonna ask you is like you say Gauntlet of Strength. Like I can see why it would be good, right? It gives me
Mhm.
damage, it gives me extra HP, extra regen, but it's like this item just becomes like nothing.
Does it
Like
become nothing?
pretty much. I mean like it's 140 gold almost down the drain because like what item am I like the items I'm trying to build are not either of these. So it's like it's
So
because it's I mean like I don't if I had perfect farm then maybe I could get away with it, but it's like I feel like I have limited gold and a limited time to get it. So any gold that I can like keep for myself is going to help me get my items quicker. And the I thought the whole one of the points of this game is like to farm as fast as possible so you can, you know, group up
yes.
and then get Roshan and whatever.
So I want to talk about that, right? So if you wanted to go the fastest farming build you possibly could, what would be your first item, Bruno?
Well, it's that's a different question because like that doesn't that's not getting me like the items I need this game. I'm saying I need the items
Yeah,
I need this game as fast as possible. So that doesn't
exactly.
necessarily mean like I should buy like broadsword or like blades of attack. Like even though those would help me like
That's right.
auto attack better or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So what does Omni Knight as a hero, the hero you're playing, need in order to farm, play the lane, collect experience, pressure objectives? Like those are the goals of the game. What does this hero kind of need at its core, based on its abilities and the way that you think it's played?
Um, Super early on, obviously, I need a lot of mana because my skills
Yeah.
cost way too much. And
It
then,
I'll point out it's not necessarily that they cost too much because there are other heroes with higher spell costs at level 1.
right,
It's that Omni Knight has a ridiculously low mana pool and a
yeah,
really low rate of regeneration, and he doesn't get a lot of intelligence over the game generally. So you need to go out of your way to build mana and ways to sustain your mana pool and your spells. Now, what is something that Omni Knight has in multitude, just like overwhelming amounts of, like, this is what the hero is picked for and does.
just like sustain.
Yeah, it just heals and has HP regen and doesn't die.
Yeah,
It's
it's
kind of
like
just a
a
tank.
decent split pusher. That's what I was thinking.
To a degree, yeah, it's also a good team fighter. It can be a strong laner at times in the right matchup. Um, so the items that you were talking about, that Gauntlet of Strength builds into.
Right.
I want you to pull up Soul Ring again.
See, this thing about Soul Ring is like, it's decent, but it's also like, I don't know. It's better on other characters, I think. I don't think it's not that good on Omni Knight. I think
Yeah,
it's better on
I,
like Tinker, but I don't think Omni Knight really gets much because I consume 170 health, and if
mhm.
someone came after me, I like don't heal that much unless it's later on and I scaled up Q to like level 3.
So that's the idea here, Bruno, is that you usually don't get the Soul Ring until level 3 or level 5, somewhere in level 3 to level 5. And then your heal actually costs less mana than you get and gives you more health than you lost.
I guess
So
I can
you
see that.
so you can immediately trade with it for pretty much, you get none of the downsides of Soul Ring, and you get all of the benefits at plus a little bit, right? Like you have a little bit extra mana to cast your W. And there's other items you can go for, obviously. I'm not telling you this is the
But
only one.
like if we were to not get Soul Ring, that it's 680, we could get the cloak and the Ring of Regen and for the same price.
Okay. So, and if you had a cloak and a ring of regen, how would that change how you play on the map? Like how would you, as an Omni Knight, be doing something, or like be how do I say this? How would you be making up for your faults, and how would you be still in the game? Like what are you doing with that cloak and ring of regen that they're so important to get so early?
Well, just because I already played this match, I know they do like massive magic damage. Like I
Hmm.
know the Juggernaut, his Q is magic. I actually didn't know I knew his ult probably wasn't. Like
Yeah.
Lion does magic damage. I don't know if Mars does. Yes. I don't know if Medusa does. But I was like, that's the first item I need, or like I need it bad.
Yeah. I think
So I was thinking like, I mean like, I feel like you can't make like a huge impact with a lot of these characters like super early on, and you would just want to collect gold because I feel like Pipe
yes.
of Insight is such a like we need it this game. That's like one of the item. That's like one of the items we need for our team fight. So I'm like, I just don't see why I would pick Soul Ring over that when I just need to rush this item. I don't know.
Bruno,
I just
I
don't see
agree
it.
with you. I kind of agree with you. And what I'm going to say is that Soul Ring, and I'm not even looking at the replay, right? We haven't really gotten into it, but I
No.
can already tell that you're gonna have mana issues if you're casting your spells right, and that
Yeah.
because you bought this wand, you're gonna have movement speed issues. And so the two things you need to solve before you even get out of the laning stage, right? This is the first thing you run into on your path to the ancient is is Jug that's going to spin on you and running out of damn mana
Yeah.
because you have to cast your spells in order to live. And so and those items will allow you to get to the hood and to the pipe, but you don't have to build it from the get-go. There are small items that are more efficient than late game items, because like we can talk about an item like Scotty, right? We
Yeah,
know that Scotty's a good item. We
yeah.
see every late game carry buy it. What is Scotty's components?
Like
Do you
what?
know? What
Like what
makes
it? Oh,
Scotty?
it's like ultimate orb and then something else.
Yeah, it's two ultimate orbs and a point booster.
Yeah,
And can you look at those items for me
I
real
have
quick?
it.
Yeah. So what to you is an ultimate orb or a point booster an efficient item or like an efficient use of your
No,
gold?
they suck.
They suck, right? You could get
Yeah,
10, you could get 6 branches and have half of an ultimate orb for 300 gold
yeah,
instead of 2000 or 2550 or whatever.
right.
Um it's their like the more expensive an item is, typically in Dota, the more inefficient
Yeah,
it
but then
is.
it's actually worth it
And
when you buy it.
yeah,
But it
when
takes forever.
you get those extra little added benefits that are like really helpful to push you over the edge in the late game. But in the early game, we want to go for the items that answer our core problems or allow us to manipulate the game in a way that we otherwise would not have been able to, right?
Yeah, so
Um,
I will say it's hard for me to remember exactly like how rushed I was when I was buying these items because I probably
yeah,
didn't think
no,
about it. But now I guess I have to. Well, first off, it's hard for me to like decide who I'm actually
mhm.
fighting. But like even even despite that, I guess it's like you can choose better starting items based on who you see. Because like if you
Yeah.
like if I went back and I saw these people like even the Treants and Mars, they're not going to be spamming the spells like you said. You know. So
Mm.
I could probably pick slightly better items to start
Yeah, like
with.
I would say if you saw something like a bristleback or a shadow demon,
Then
right?
I
Like you could
get the
consider
wand
getting
or
the
whatever.
stick. You could get the stick to start out the game, sure. But otherwise, you should go for more neutral items or items that allow you to deal with the lane for the first minute or two without just feeding your life away necessarily, or being in a place where you can't contest creeps. I think that's important. And then with your first 500,000 gold, you know what I mean? That's when you start solving your most immediate problems. You buy a boots of speed, you buy a sword.
Right.
And
Do you want me to continue this and then when we
yeah,
get to the
let's
laning phase I'll pause again?
yeah,
Cause
let's go. I want to talk about lane equilibrium. We've talked about starting items. We don't need to go into it anymore.
okay. Yeah, cuz I mean you can always just keep talking but like when we get to the actual lane when it starts then we can move on I think.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just some rune business.
Hmm.
Nothing crazy here.
The battle begins.
I think I watched this game actually, kind of. Or maybe it was
Probably it was yesterday.
maybe it was the support Omni game you played a while back.
Oh yeah. This is not support though.
Yeah, this is core. This is I think this is what I was like a little confused because I think there was a Murana maybe also in that game. I think you were playing against, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
anyway.
this is the first game I played as not support Omni Knight.
Oh, nice.
Because I was
Cool.
like, I don't think I actually like him as support. I think he's like a carry.
I think he's an offlaner. The role you're playing him
Ooh, okay, farming.
in. Okay, that's a last step
Oh,
for you. Yeah, and some of this is just gonna be like getting down to and understanding like how your hero attacks and uses like you get a feel for his base damage basically. Um
yeah. This is like the second time I've ever played Omni Knight, but I've played him. I played him
mm,
a lot in some. Can't remember what game mode it was. So I knew how he worked a little bit. So I was like, I might as well give him a
yeah.
try. He seems cool.
Could you pause for a second?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we talked about your starting items, but so far in the lane, how have you like you haven't really had any like a lot of success, I'll say, getting last hits. I can't actually see your last hits. It's kind of
Wait, no,
blocked for me.
I don't think
Oh,
I've
great.
missed one.
You missed at least. You missed there were two lanes. There were two waves of creeps. You've gotten. Wait.
No, but look how like I don't think I actually missed one. Or I remember it was like really. So this is all of them right now.
You definitely missed at least one. No, because there's two ranged creeps, so there's at least two waves, and you've got.
I think this is the first wave. This is
Three
the first wave now. Pretty sure.
I mean, it's a combination of the first
we
and the
missed
second
it. We
wave.
missed the first wave on
Yeah.
this replay.
So what I'll say is whether you get them or not, like that's a deny right there that you missed. But the
I missed
point I
the
want to
denies,
make,
yeah.
well, that's a deny is you not getting a last hit. And so what I'm trying to say is, in order to get the most last hits possible, you need to utilize both your right click and any spells you have at your disposal. And so in this lane, you obviously didn't skill Q, which you can use to like immediately and instantly get a last hit if it's under 90 health.
Right, like if I
You-
miss the auto attack.
If you miss
Whatever.
if you miss the auto attack, Jug has a really fast base attack time actually. So if the creep falls too low, and you don't start the animation like really like predictively, Jug's gonna be able to outlast hit you every time. So you either need to like very slightly out damage him, you know what I mean, and like perfectly hit the creep in that threshold, or you need to use your like spells in combination with your last hit, with your like right click to
Okay.
get the last hits, like against a good player. You know what I mean? This Jug is not necessarily laning correctly either, but if you were being contested for the last hit, you have to think, what does it take in order for me to get this? And so in this case, you have your W, which actually does help you last hit. If you cast your W first, you get an additional 6 or 8 strength, which is damage for you.
Right.
And that makes it much easier to outlast hit this Jug. And so you got denied because you walked away, which I wouldn't suggest doing at this point in the lane particularly. You should either be looking to like run at the Jug when you have full health and he's like sitting at lower health like this, and make him feel a little bit pressured, or you should be like owning the creeps and just making sure that like you're getting every single last hit with your W or Q, because in this lane it becomes not unplayable but more difficult as it goes on. I would say the Jug gets more
Yeah,
damage.
no, now it's the where I find out, okay, now I can't do anything.
Yeah.
This is the point where it's... So I should have just went back to try to block them, right? Is that what you have done?
So I would hit him when I don't have a creep to last hit, one that's not like under 50% HP, right? Where it's at danger of being denied by Jug.
No, I mean like, where was it? Not here.
Oh, sorry, I'm blocked. I paused because I'm
That's
an
okay.
idiot.
Hold on, let me get back to where it was.
Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't realize you were
Okay,
still
wait.
going.
So right after this, the next wave, I'll just play it from here. But like after this wave that's coming right now, the next one, I gotta know like what I should have done instead. Cause before, like right now, I didn't really like think, oh, like Lion is just gonna never let me do anything. So like, should I have just gone back and just try to block this wave coming right
No.
now?
I see you do that a ton actually.
I was like, what should I be
and-
doing right now? It's like nothing I can do.
So there's one thing you can do here. So if you the Lion is stepping away from the creep wave to a degree, and you can walk within. Like, do you know anything about creep aggro and how it works?
To like pull it. What do you mean?
Yeah, you can either pull the wave with the creep with the neutral creeps in the hard camp, or you can walk up to the creep wave, right click Jug, and then walk backwards. And the creeps, because you attacked or commanded an attack within the range of Jug, the creeps will follow you back to a safer location for you to right click them and last hit them. and you can just
Oh.
slowly do that over time.
But wouldn't that be
And
risky? Because Lion will just stun me.
that is one concern. Like it's about earlier in the stage, or earlier in the laning stage, when the Mirana, like the Mirana should be playing and contesting the Lion, so that
Okay,
way the
so
Lion can't really approach
what do
you.
you think about what I'm doing now? So
It's
like,
not good.
well, like there's like the creep. Well, now the creep wave's coming back, but the creep wave was like way by their tower, and I mean I could have done what you were saying, like try to pull it out, but I feel like I was just gonna die to Lion no
Sure.
matter what I do, right? So I
Yeah.
went and cleared this camp, and then I kind of time it so my wave is coming to the tower by the time I'm done with this.
I mean, at the time they were level 3, you were level 3, and the Lion was positioned in such a way that he couldn't go on you. If he could go on you, I think you still can live, and you should be playing, and most importantly what I'll say, is that you should be playing in the trees to the right of the lane, in this case, where your Mirana has left you, and you are playing essentially solo into a very difficult lane. You should be playing at all times for creep XP, like the lane creep XP, right? Because no one else is soaking this XP if you leave, right? You just went to the jungle and hit a hard camp. In that time, at least one wave died. And that wave actually is worth like almost like about 2 times as much XP as the neutral camp you killed. And so while it was like kind of safe and you didn't actually you expended like HP and mana to kill it, you can just soak the XP in the trees, and maybe be a little bit more efficient in that way, where you're not losing health and mana, you're actually regenerating it in the trees, you're getting all of the XP, and you're not necessarily getting last hits, but if you have your Q, you can cast it on your own creeps to actually get secure last hits from range, like you just did there.
Yeah, that is. Well, I understand like that part, but like, what if Lion catches me? Wouldn't I just straight up die? Like, what would be the point?
I mean, so you're playing the off lane, which, like, if you are playing in such a way that you are never going to die or like never risk dying, you're not going to ever win or like even like contest the lanes oftentimes. And you have to recognize that like these players are not exceptional, right? Like they're not gonna be playing in the right to the right of the lane in the trees 100% of like this Lion is not running through the trees to find you. And if he is, he's kind of wasting his time and he's not pulling, which is going to bring the wave back to you. Like that's how this happened actually. And so right now you're actually in a favorable situation where the lane is in front of your tower.
Right.
And you actually have creep equilibrium, and that's because this Lion is kind of, an idiot and isn't pulling or doing anything to keep the wave back. And so in this position, it's actually like somewhat sustainable. It's actually kind of favorable to be a solo laner in this case because the Lion's just sitting there soaking XP, being useless, right? He's like mana draining you every once in a while. Like, okay, who cares, bro?
Right.
So right now you're doing fine. I think you should try to not cast spells unless you have to because you're being mana drained.
So at right here, where I go back to the jungle because I see the wave is like way down there. You're saying that I should instead like go over. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but like way to the right, and then like sit in there and wait for the XP.
Specifically, where the creep wave is about to meet, you can. This is a perfect situation where this is creep aggroable. We'll say where if you take their creeps. Right, they have three melee creeps and 1 range creep. You have 2 melee creeps and 1 range creep. It's already going to push into you a little bit, no matter what. If you take their melee creeps and aggro them onto your ranged creep, it will push even faster. Because, in case you didn't know this, range creeps deal a fuck ton of damage. Or a lot of damage, sorry, YouTube. And they actually kill the melee creeps quite quickly. But they're very fragile. So they get shredded if the melee creeps actually get onto them. So, by killing your own range creep, especially if you can deny it and keep it away from the jug, you can bring the equilibrium back to your tower. It sounds like a lot. I think we can pull up a custom lobby.
So you're saying like I should
do this if you'd like.
I guess yeah, we'll do that after.
We'll do this after.
We'll do that part after, at least. You can show me how to
Yeah.
do that. But you're
Your
saying,
viewer's
like,
right also.
this is where I should run up and then, like, get them to attack my creep?
No, you should get the not them as in the heroes, but the computer, like the creeps.
Yeah, like, I need to run up to their creeps and then bring them to my creep.
So right now your creeps and their creeps are about like 300 or 400 units apart. So you could stand behind the creep wave and right click it right now, just about like just where like that second melee creep is. If you right click the jug, you'll take aggro from at least that first creep. And if you like, you walk up a little bit and you let the creep wave meet, you'll take aggro from the melees and you'll bring them back to the ranged if you're doing it properly. We'll practice this in a custom lobby, so it'll make more sense then. But I want to have that in your mind that even in losing lanes and even in scary situations, you can manipulate the creep wave, even just one creep at a time, to vastly have an impact on the lane and force them to pull. And if they have to pull in order to counter the like pushing creep wave that they have, it means that the line is not there to stun you and kill you with the jug.
Well, I just want to say this. Let's say I did exactly what you just said.
Sure.
And, I mean, let's just assume that I knew Lion was there. I don't think I have a ward. Oh, wait, I think, okay, we have a ward there. Maybe I saw him, I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, let's say I do that right now. Like, it's not that hard for him to just press Q, and then press E, and then for Juggernaut to press Q, and then for him to Hex. Like, I'm going to be at half HP at best. And it's not that hard for him to... And, like, is that worth it for me to do it at what you want me to do for half my health?
So, in essence, yes. What is most important in the early game is that these like lane creeps are pretty much being picked up. Unless you are like going to feed 100 to 0 every time you walk into the lane at all, you should still be collecting the XP. And even then, you should probably still be sitting in the trees and collecting the XP. At least until like minute 8, where you as your hero can sustain clearing neutral creep camps at like a rate of like 3 per minute.
Right.
If that makes sense. So, and what's also going to happen if you leave is that the jug's going to say, okay, I'm going to take your tower, bro. I'm going to force you to be here. Right? Like, I'm going to shove and slam creep waves against your tower until the tower falls and you are like losing gold, losing map control. Or you're just losing the XP as it like crashes. It's like, waves crashing into the beach. And they just kind of like dissipate. Like that's what's happening to all of your XP and all the gold and all the resources that you want to like push the game forward and to like create a net worth advantage, which is how you want to like it's the most consistent way to win games. And even in the off lane, you don't necessarily need to be like winning or dominating all the time. Even though like at the professional level, off laners are kind of dominant right now. It's okay for you to even die once or twice in the laning stage. If it means that you got every single creep of XP, if it means that the jug is not last hitting, right? Because every time they go to kill you, it means that they're not last hitting. They're not collecting the gold that they could be. Oftentimes the kills are not worth the gold that they're leaving on the table. This jug is not clearing any extra camps. He's staying in the creep wave. You know what I mean? Like there's a ton of reasons I could point to, but at its most core, I just want you to start doing this because it's like good Dota basics, and because if you don't, like you'll like lose games for no reason, right? Like right now you're level 6 and this jug is level 5 and the lion's level 5. You actually have your ultimate, so when jug, who I mean theoretically he's winning the lane, should be hitting 6 faster than you, he can Omni Slash you, and you can do something about it. You're like one of very few heroes that can do something about that because you got like a decent amount of XP just from being solo.
That's true. Well, that's true, but it's like, even if I did take this 1v2 to get these lane creeps, it's like, shouldn't I just... Because the thing in this game is like there's no jungler per se. There's no like designated jungler, so it's like instead of, getting half health and maybe doing a 1v2 where they probably won't die. I'm
Yeah.
just using my ult to use my ult, and then I'm losing half my health. I might get some of the lane creeps, some lane XP. I can just go farm this jungle for free, and then by the time I kill this one camp, the wave will be back like near my tower again. I can just go farm it for
Yeah.
free. Like I just don't see why I would risk this.
There's 2 or 3 things. I would say that it feels a lot better to like hit neutral creep camps because you're like doing something, right? But if you actually look at the gold and the XP that they give you, it's far less
Yeah,
than lane
that is
creeps.
true.
And it takes much longer because you have to sit and kill every single creep in the camp by yourself. Whereas when the lane creeps meet, they kill each other. And it just naturally it's you could imagine lane creeps meeting as like a fountain of XP and gold that is just like available to anybody within 1100 or 1200 units, which by the way is the range of the XP that's dropped, that's like or not dropped but like given. So you can stand really far away from the creep wave and still collect experience. And I'll try to show that to you too, in a custom lobby. But
Okay.
yeah, so I would say that if you go hit this neutral creep camp right now, as
Right.
Omni Knight, and different every hero is a little bit different. You need to either expend half your mana pool or half your health pool to kill this camp. You've already expended half your mana pool, and you don't have a way to regenerate it quickly enough. Mana boots is like a 50 or 60-second cooldown for like 200 mana or something like that. It's about 2 casts of any of your spells, and you've casted your spells 3 or 4 times. So you can take another creep camp with the mana boots that you bought in about 60 seconds. If you were like being efficient, right?
Right.
And like, and if you are thinking about,
I also
like,
forgot that this is only physical.
yeah,
That was a
that's
misclick.
you
But
know,
like, it just seemed like right then it's like, why did I even come back? I could have just went for the other small camp or something. It seemed
Yeah.
dumb.
I mean, it feels dumb. It's because you're to a degree not approaching the lane correctly, right? Like you have to be careful when you're taking aggro and things like that. But you can also just sit under the tower right now and just kind of wait for the creeps to come. Like they're about to hit the creep wave. You don't want to be out of position when they do come, right? Like in a place where the line could stun you when you're not under your tower. At least if they want to right click you right now, the tower is going to retaliate. Is all I'll say. And you have like a hero that's like relatively good at last hitting under tower, so it's like a preferable place for you to be. And then if you notice the next creep wave, because it was under, like you had one under your tower for a long time, it's now pushing back into you, and this is just going to be repeating like fountain of XP. And because it's this offlane tower that they don't really have the ability to push into because you're staying here. Like I'm not saying that what you're doing is like awful by any means, but it's inefficient because you're missing some creeps in lane. And I guess the second part is at higher MMRs, this creep camp will be getting taken either by your Mirana, who's going to come arrow the large creep, or by your Terrorblade, who moves over for safe farm around this time, or your Lina, that can instantly clear creep camps and accelerates very quickly with farm. Like as the offlaner, which I know this isn't a role you typically play, you need to kind of be in the carry's face to a degree, and you need to be creating map pressure because your carry generally does not create map pressure in the early game. Is generally kind of a weak, POS for a while. Whereas Omni Knight is like this strong like bruiser that can kind of just walk up into any situation. Like you have 1100 HP, bro. Like don't be scared. You have a 14 stack wand. Like don't be scared. It's it's really easy to hit the creeps in the camp, in the neutral camps. Like it feels really good, but sometimes you just need to like avoid that urge and think about what you can do in your lanes and what you can do in your lanes safely, right? Or like relatively safely. Sometimes it's okay to bring attention to yourself, especially if they don't get the kill. If you get away, can very easily regenerate your health with an item like Soul Ring, or raindrops and a medallion, or just 2 Sage's masks, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever you have to do to like get the mana required, do it, because that's the way this hero kind of wants to play. And if you're not playing the hero to its strong suits, right? Just like how in the early laning stage, if you're not like making up for it, your weak suits, you're going to struggle and not do as well against the enemy heroes, essentially. Like enemies will be able to outplay you because they're playing to their strong suits better and they're defending their like weaknesses much better. And this is a good pull from the Mirana to a degree. Like, pulling through there makes the Jug have to go back to the small camp, which allows like these creeps to kind of be by you, and it's going to push again anyway because you have the wave doubled up. But at this point, it's 13 minutes into the game. We would be, or let's kind of stop talking about the laning and what we could have done there, and move into like the mid game and what you envision happening in a game of Dota. So, in a game of Dota, what are the first 2 towers to fall usually?
First 2? Probably mid lane, and then, I mean, I guess it's a tie between the other ones. I don't really know, but definitely, I think mid lane's the shortest lane, isn't it? So definitely mid.
It's the shortest lane, which actually makes it. You could think about it in 2 ways, really. That it's the easiest to defend because it's the shortest and the most central, and that it's the easiest to push with a lot of heroes because it's the shortest and most central. I would say that generally that works out for the defender better. What's like really popular right now in the pros, and you can let me know if you don't want to hear about this shit, but they are like showing up to defend their mid tier 1 with like 4 or 5 heroes.
Oh, okay.
Quite often because it's such an important tower that is so close to Roshan. And that's like the core reason why it opens at Roshan, essentially. Because otherwise, if you ever got wind of the enemy team doing Roshan, you could just mass TP to your tier 1 tower and be there immediately, instantly, right? And so, do you know, or like, I'll tell you actually that the safe lane tower of whatever team is the most likely tower to fall, and usually the easiest tower to fall. So the safe lane tower, so the tower that you are pushing into, this is the tower that is the easiest to come down first, typically. And do you have an idea of why, or why that might be like a good thing or like a key thing in like unlocking the mid game?
It requires, like, our waves are gonna start pushing down there, so that means someone's gonna have to go clear it. So then we can go to Roshan or something.
Yeah, so that's the second half is especially right. That by pushing the safe lane tower, especially as Dire, means that you can access Roshan very easily when they come defend. But maybe more importantly, like if we think of the game of Dota as like generally being that we want to apply pressure to carries because they're like the most important hero and they have like the most early game in terms of like getting farm to scale efficiently. Those heroes are naturally pressured, and naturally we want to like take that space away and replace it. And in replacing that space that the carry previously occupied, we replace it with our own carry, almost always. This is like a thing that's developed like in the past few years of Dota. It's called like the dead lane concept. That this safe lane becomes unplayable for everybody but like the most defensive heroes on their enemy team. So maybe something like Jug, because he has spin TP, can play bottom. Medusa, maybe because she's so tanky and can have people TP to her, can play bottom. And the other heroes want to go pressure your Terrorblade that's like really squishy, right? Like right now, you see how the Terrorblade has come bottom? It's because he doesn't feel comfortable playing into a Mars and a Lion who are playing top.
But he also killed the top tower.
I mean, that's because he's a Terrorblade, and Terrorblade has like a really early push, and in the Herald bracket, you have no idea like what is going to happen in terms of like towers being pushed. Like it's very like this Jug could have very easily taken your offlane tower, or pressure, or at least pressured you to come back to lane when you went to go hit those neutral camps. But he didn't because he's a Herald player. You know, it's like it's just about like learning and developing good habits, so that way, like later in the game, it's easier for you to climb MMR. It's easier for you to play with other players. These are like concepts that are semi understood throughout the community, but I just want you to think of when you don't know where to be in the early game, and you are a hero that does a lot of things. Like Omni Knight is supposed to be in the middle of team fights. Is supposed to kind of be like, I would say Omni Knight is actually not that great of a split pusher because you have an ultimate as an AoE, because you have a save spell that you want to cast on people who are
But that's
stunned
also
and
why I'm
heals.
building the scepter, so I can just be alone.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but it doesn't come online very quickly, and the Ag Scepter, it adds like HP regen to the ult if I remember, but it doesn't actually, like, you could just play with your team and cast it, right? Or you could just pick up a better item, and
But
like,
it
be
also
more
is,
useful in your team.
but it's also like, if I go and fight with them, then I couldn't have pushed top lane like this.
That's true.
And then
It's not
also it's
really-
like, I was gonna say, it's like, in this game it doesn't feel like there's like many big objectives where you need them all to die. Like in League, we want that dragon, so like all 5 people from each team will show up, or like for Baron Nashor, which is like Roshan in League, like everyone will show up. But in this game, like the only one that you really like need everyone to die is like Roshan, and obviously like ending the game or like gang structures. But like I feel like it's more important to just like don't care about any of the team fights and just try to push. So when they all have to show up and fight me, my team can just push somewhere else. And then I can just end the game fast that way. Like that's,
So
I just feel like that's the way to like for sure win the game. Like, so if let's say I just keep pushing this creep wave, obviously there's going to be like 2 or 3 showing up because no one can 1v1 me. As far as I know, like my character's just ridiculous and tanky, and he won't die, so they need a bunch to show up, and then once they do that, my team will just shove mid lane or bot lane or something.
yeah, so I would say that like you kind of have the right idea. Where I think that actually, while your Lina and Terrorblade were dead, it's actually fine to push top, and there's a reason for that. It's because if you were bringing them to the top lane, like we called that kind of the dead lane for you. It's kind of like a bit of like, well, actually, I'll not talk about it. We like while other heroes are dead, if you can safely push lanes, sure, that's great, fine, do it. I would say that in this game, it's not necessarily a responsibility, and I guess more importantly, there's a team fight happening mid that I think you should be at. There's like 3 or 4 heroes there from the enemy team, and you're trying to. I can't really see if have you taken the T1 yet? Oh yeah, I can't see actually if you have or not. But there's a big fight there that you might want to consider showing up to. Your bottom lane is shoving in. You might want to go deal with that instead of like shoving the top lane harder. Like it's just like,
Yeah, I should have went here.
yeah, because there's creeps dying and nobody's collecting that XP. Whereas like there are creeps dying here that, yes, like your Terrorblade's coming to collect it, but if you left, nobody would be collecting it. But there's a Jug literally contesting it. And also, like, the reason why the safe lane, like why we push the safe lane and why you create pressure there is because it, like, in the game, especially as Dire, if you create pressure in that safe lane, it's like a very long lane that they have to like push out. It's very dangerous for them to do so. It's very easy to ward like the enemy's jungle in a way that you can kill whoever shows up in that lane. You have to go really out of position to like keep hitting creeps.
This part's hard to watch. Let's get that.
Oh yeah, with the sucking.
That part's hard to
second-
watch. That's my first death.
Yeah,
But they
I think-
they sent 3, I think.
Yeah, they sent 3 heroes, but the problem is kind of that they also want to be here, right? Like they're just going to push and create pressure that you're going to have to respond to in the top lane, right? And then as Radiant, it's a little bit more awkward because you're bringing everybody kind of around Roshan. But if you win a fight there, you're at Roshan, right?
Right.
Like that's the advantage. If you think you can win a fight, then it's especially good for the Radiant team to push the top safe lane of Dire, because you can win a fight and just immediately enter Rosh. And that's like you were talking about Baron and Nashor, or Baron Nashor, or whatever. I don't know
Yeah.
the terms, but like that's the importance here of like the Dota map, and what makes that like I was gonna relate it to like the axis of our planet. Like that's what creates the seasons or whatever. Like the Roshan pit and the imbalance of the sides of the map is what causes the like dead lane concept to happen to a degree, because it's like especially relevant for Radiant, for Dire somewhat as well, but it's like taking the safe lane T1 and then T2 are like the easiest towers to start with and the most effective towers to start with, because they help to bring the enemy away from Roshan. And you can think of creeps as being like a tool to give vision. And so by pushing that lane and having a further distance to push, you can see more of that side of the map for longer periods of time. So you can see and respond to heroes that push that lane by taking Roshan.
So one of the things you're saying is like, if I was going to do what I'm doing now, just do it bot lane, because that forces them to be farther away from Roshan.
That's part of it. I would say that you should especially be doing it because you're like the big front liner of your team. Like nobody else can frontline.
Yeah.
And so if you want to play bottom, which I'm going to tell you is where you want to play, you kind of need to be there, you know, swinging your whatever around to like make the enemy hesitant to fight you. Otherwise, they're just going to take the fight and win, because you have a Terrorblade and a Mirana who are going to like shred, you know, instantly. Like this Invoker that's got to like cast his spells perfectly, or else it's not going to work. Like you need them to group up on you to hit this tornado, to like allow for Metamorphosis TB to like hit targets. And while pushing this is good, Mars is just going to come clear it with like one God's Rebuke, right? And then you have to like walk away. This tower isn't threatened at all. They have a glyph. Whereas if you kind of worry around your team a little bit more, you could create like threat to that tower to the point that they couldn't defend it. Like I don't think that a Medusa and a Jug really have a way to defend against a Terrorblade and an Invoker. You know what I mean? Like think about it. They just tornado EMP the Medusa.
Hold on.
And how does Jug actually ever like Omni slash your Terrorblade if he's just hitting the tower? Like think about it, right? It's so ridiculous. Why aren't you just 5-banning down a lane?
Yeah.
You have Omni Knight, for God's sake. Like they actually can't touch you unless they blow up TB with like a Mars arena, and that's why you are there to purge that stun when the Mars spear comes out, and to heal your Terrorblade and to cast ultimate. You're not here to like split push creeps and shit like that. Like that's like a secondary thing, and that's how you got your XP, and that's how you got to this point, right? And by pushing waves, like that's how you like access the rest of the map. But that's not really your hero's like intention. You're not like scaling particularly well with all these items. Like that Ags is not like necessarily like a huge game changer. It just kind of allows your hero to be positioned differently, and that's how you should think of it. So you should buy it when you have when you have really bad positioning problems, or you're required to split push. When you have to play Omni Knight in a different way, and instead you should look to play towards the hero's strengths. And some heroes have multiple strengths, right? And there's a lot of ways to play Omni Knight. Like you can go for a Q, you can go for a W build, you can go for Pipe, you can go for Vanguard, you know, Crimson. You can go for crazy items like Greaves and, you know, Atos and Shivas and just slow people and hold them down and make your like team right click them.
Oh, one thing I was gonna ask you, even though this is a little off topic, is there an item that, like, upon attacking with your auto attack, applies a slow to them? Is there an item that does that?
Yes, there are two. There's Echo Saber that
Wait, that slows
applies
them?
like it applies like a 0.6 second 100% slow. I think 0.8. Sorry. And then Naughty also applies a slow on attack.
Those are the
Um,
two.
Yeah, and then you could think of Basher, or also Orb of Venom and Orb of Corrosion, which are like minor
Oh,
slows.
yeah.
So Omni Knight is like if you're in an aggressive lane, you could think of just getting an Orb of Venom and running them down. That's like
Oh.
that's another option.
Oh, that's actually kind of good.
If you're in a lane where you have a stun and you have like the ways to get on top of them and keep killing them, and most importantly, you can think of you can think of like these slows, and you could think of things that increase your movement speed as like allowing you to uh, right click an enemy and like trade with an enemy for a longer period of time and over a longer distance. So, um, like when you buy an item like Orb of Venom, it just means that they can't get back to safety for a
Yeah.
longer period of time, which gives you more opportunities to deal damage. So in lanes where that is advantageous, that's when you want to pick it up. In lanes where you just need to get the fuck out of dodge all the time, you want to get boots and windlace and
Is
things like that.
is Shiva's guard better than those items though for Omni Knight? Do you think?
Shiva's Guard is an item that solves a lot of problems for Omni Knight. He has a pretty poor mana pool and
Yeah.
mana regen. The mana, the int helps him there. He actually kind of wants armor sometimes because you don't want to cast your ultimate casually. So armor is kind of nice on the hero. He's just a tanky strength hero. They generally want that. And having an active slow is really good on a hero that doesn't have a lot of catch and like disable otherwise. Like your degen aura is okay, but you need to get into range. And
Yeah,
so
because it's
the
small.
slow of Shiva's can help you get into degen aura range.
Okay.
And it also gives you things like vision. It gives you an attack speed aura slow for the enemy. It's actually really good against a hero like Jug because he scales so well with attack speed because of his ultimate. Like he's given a certain amount of time, and it's like the number of attacks you can get in.
So
that
instead
time.
of the Aghanim Scepter, what would you have bought?
I think that you could have gone something like Soul Ring, Phase Boots, or Mana Boots if you really feel like you need the mana against Lion, like instantly. Like because you have to think about it, how these team fights go, right? Oftentimes you're not coming into a fight with a full mana pool, but if the Lion like mana drains you, you are kind of you're kind of dead in the water. You have no way to regenerate and sustain yourself or any of your teammates. So if you need the instant cast mana, then Arcane Boots are okay. But that's like I think you should probably go something like Phase Boots and Soul Ring, pick up a hood, and then maybe depending on whether you're having problems with Jug or Medusa or Mars, you should pick up either a halberd for Medusa because you can just disarm her for 5 seconds and make her kind of like a useless hero. You could pick up I mean if you were really a mad lad, you have no way to cancel spin TP this game. A Basher might be in order. You could just straight up buy you could start with a Crimson. It's good against the Medusa, or not the Crimson, a Vanguard. It's good against Medusa and Jug, and then build it into an Abyssal late game.
Oh, okay.
You could even buy something like a pipe to just like help Terrorblade live. Like just the pipe would help Terrorblade live through Mars Arena. You could buy a BKB so you never have to worry about Mars Arena if you really, are stressed about that in Lion, and if you just want to like be in the fights. Like there's a ton of items this hero can build, and I don't want to restrict you or make you think about the game in terms of like what items are really good or OP, because I don't think that that's like a way that's like a I don't think it's very helpful in Dota. Like every item is good in in some situations. Every hero is good in some situations. It's about how you utilize it and how like your fundamental understanding of Dota educates like your gameplay and your decision making. So
The next
sorry if it's a
item I
little bit
buy...
heady.
Well, but you're saying Aghanim Scepter sucks on Omni Knight.
I'm not saying it sucks. I'm saying that it provides. I think most Aghanims provide very limited utility, and so typically are not purchased or like preferable until like a later stage of the game, right? Because it doesn't change your ultimate other than like giving it a little bit more duration, like 1 second, and giving it some HP regen, which you don't like desperately need this game. Like that's not how Terrorblade actually survives. Like giving him HP regen does not mean that Mars Arena doesn't kill him, or that Lion ult does not kill him, because he lives off of like a burst heal or getting Sunder off, which requires you to be there to like get rid of the stuns, right? So right there, your Terrorblade probably like would have lived if you had a build that didn't incorporate your Aghanims, but instead incorporated a way for you to live through the fight and to be there to purge and heal your Terrorblade. And it's like a very selfless mindset to have, but that's the only win condition for the enemy team, because they're so hard countered in this draft in a lot of ways, is that they have to like bind and burst this TB, the Metamorphosis, is going to bring them down every time in these fights, because they don't have a good counter for it other than maybe Mars Arena. And if you're not using the arena to kill him, but instead using it to block, then it's a pretty sad game.
Right.
Yeah. So sorry if that's too heady. We can go into a custom lobby if you'd like, and talk about some of those mechanics a little bit more.
Okay. Man. So just don't buy Aghanim Scepter.
I mean, you can buy it. Like I don't want to tell you no, but it's an item that you will not see purchased at the time that you bought it, outside of like, you know, your like Herald MMR consistently. So it's about how you want to play the game. Like I play all the time with people who are like MMRs similar to yours, and I have a lot of fun, and they have a lot of fun, but it's not necessarily the way to improve at the game. So you can build Aghanim Scepter on Omni every game if you want, but I'm not going to tell you it's the way to win. It definitely has its use cases, and I'm sure that you could find one that it would be good in. So, sorry if I'm bursting your bubble.
But I think like if I would have had a better chance to win if I just bought Lotus Orb instead right away. Because that's the item I'm building now.
The Lotus Orb is an interesting idea this game. It's not like amazing. I think that you could have, like, if you built something like a Shiva's, it's like the Medusa and the Jug do like just so much less in fights, right? Like you have ways to slow them and get them off of your Terrorblade. Or
so that's the item I should have built this game?
Or you could have built Greaves, and you know, like you already have the arcane boots. If you built a mech, you can just heal the Terrorblade when they go on him. And you have to, like, in this game, you're going to succeed on the back of your Terrorblade. Like, if you played a lot of games with Terrorblade, what does he do? He like 1v5s the enemy team, right? He goes into Metamorphosis and just goes woo, 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 woo.
Right.
But so that's it's kind of the way I would I would see you winning this game, I guess. But yeah, if you want to go over those mechanics, we can. I don't want to like drag on about this game or like how to necessarily like win it. I think that you shouldn't think about like how could I have won this game, instead of how could I have done better at like each step and each stage. So every like decision you make in the lane, every decision you make regarding items and skills.
But don't those things incorporate, I mean, like, lead to, oh, I could have actually won the game if I did that instead.
Yeah, sure. But but it's not like any one of those things likely is what made you lose this game, right? It's a combination. of like all of those things that causes you to like lose and win a game, because in every game of Dota there's 5 humans versus 5 humans, and all of you are making mistakes and all of you are making correct plays and like good plays, you know what I mean? Every last hit you get is like a hell yeah, you go, you know what I mean?
Right.
Um,
One thing for sure. I mean, it's kind of like an old topic that we were talking about, but like the lane importance in this game is like mid lane is probably the most important, and then bot lane, and then top lane, right?
so I wouldn't think about it necessarily as being like that, and we should use safe and off lane and mid. Um, right now, like I'll go over instead how I perceive the roles as like a 4K player, right? So position 5 support we kind of understand as being like uh the least important in farm priority.
Yeah.
Yes, but also usually is one of the strongest heroes, especially at like level 1.
It's just weird that it's like that, but yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Like the role of the support is to protect and enable the carry, and the time when carries are weakest usually is like level 1 to 3, where they're like really abusable by offlaners. Like
Yeah.
this Jug, he could spin on you, but if you have a way to get out of spin, or if the line doesn't land the stun right after, like he's just kind of like spinning away to like get Mirana arrowed, or you know what I mean? Like that's the real counter to Jug, right? Is like when he does spin, he's then vulnerable for like the next, you know, in the early game, like 30-40 seconds,
Right.
and late,
Yeah,
even
it's a
later in the
long
game.
cooldown.
It's a pretty long cooldown, and he's a pretty weak hero without spin. So forcing him to use spin and use it on you might have actually been advantageous in this game, even though it's definitely scary and it is a high DPS ability. But like sometimes you have to manage those, and you have to deal with those in games like this.
So this game, I mean, like, obviously, okay, so the rest of it, we just end up losing the game. We don't really need to watch the rest, but like this first 37 minutes, like, what were like the top 3 biggest mistakes that I made? Do you think?
I think your itemization. I think that Jug is a hero that
so
punishes.
The first items were not good.
The first items were not good. They didn't make sense with how, maybe not the way you envisioned playing the lane, but how you actually ended up playing the lane.
Okay. Mistake number 2.
Mistake number 2, I don't think I saw you pull that often. And instead you would go take the neutral camp. I think you should avoid taking neutral, like just AFK farming neutral camps, unless you have unless you literally can't walk up to the lane, or else you immediately die 100-0. And so instead you should try to pull, and you know, you can get your support to pull if they're available, and if not, you can do it. Totally fine.
Right. So I should try to do that more, because I didn't try to do it once.
Yeah, if the lane is towards their tower and it's not pushing into their tower, but they're controlling it, then you should try to pull, and you might have to like fight with the support in order to get that pull off. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the support will come contest you, and then either you or the support has to go fight with the support, so that way your pull doesn't get contested. And then number 3, I think, is just not utilizing lane and like creep aggro at all. It just meant that you couldn't adjust the lane to your needs. Like you should see it as being such that like when you need the lane back, you bring it back. You don't like wait for it to come back sometimes, unless you are forced to wait. And yeah, I think that as long as you're casting your abilities to like get last hits and not like unnecessarily or inefficiently, like explicitly, and you build the right items, like I think that you could definitely win a lane like this, or like do much better. Like this Mirana gets a nice pull off here,
right?
Even late into the game, it's definitely still okay. It relieves pressure from you to a degree. It brings the lane back. Why not?
So if I did do all these things, I would have probably won the lane a lot. Because I mean, I don't know what you consider like winning. Even like it's kind of weird. Like laning phase.
I think you drew the
like,
lane.
Well, no, we got the first tower, but yeah, it was later. It was way later on. So I guess we just drew the laning phase. So I would have outright won the laning phase if I did those things.
Yeah, Probably.
Okay.
Like, this jug has to be scared. There were times in this lane where you could have, like, started right-clicking the jug and really harassing him. Because you have, like, full HP and, like, almost full mana or similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about we hop into the custom and then you show me this
Yeah.
creep thing?
I have the custom lobby pulled up, so just
Oh.
join my team.
Okay.
Just come over to join yours.
I think I'm in now.
Okay,
Oh, you have
cool.
to be on my team.
Yeah, I'll do it like this.
Okay.
All pick.
I'll play Mirana. You can play
I'll
on
pick
me.
my best character.
you know I'm a Chen spammer, right? I am a
Oh,
Chen
you actually
spammer.
play him?
I'm level 21, 22 Chen. I have like almost 200 games.
If you go to my Dota profile, it'll show you my like featured heroes, and I have like 3 as a joke. One is Chen, one's Invoker, and one's Meepo.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wait, are these bot? Wait, what? How
Yeah,
did
they're
you get these
bots.
boss names? I thought
they actually they made a patch when they made the new player experience.
so. It's just like random people on your friends list.
No, they choose random names from various languages around the world.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it used to be like they had like ridiculous names like Bob Bot and stuff like that, and now they're just literally named different things. So let's go bottom. Let's go back to the lane that you were in. I wish we could speed this up.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah, we
don't
have to
know
wait
the,
a minute and a half.
I don't know the commands to get rid of
The
the
console
like wait
command.
time. Yeah. You can. There's like some way to like get those creeps to spawn and to like progress it to like the 0-0 mark. But I'm just gonna come place a ward and we can talk a little bit about the camps and pulling and stacking and things like that. Just real quick. So if you were going to pull this hard camp, do you know what time you'd have to pull it at?
I don't know the time, but I just wait for them to show up like right here,
Okay.
and then like
That's
they
fair.
come right here, and then I do it.
So you know the timing is like 16 to 18 seconds ideally, and you
Oh okay.
you can like get away with it at like 16 to 21 at like a weird angle down here.
Also, early on, I've been just doing the pro strategy. I just get the 2 sentry wards. I put one here, and I put one like right there. I don't even.
Yeah.
I just do that. Is that good?
In your MMR, maybe not. It really depends on the heroes you're playing with, and if anybody utilizes the camp well, or if you're pulling this camp right. Oh, just run away. They're a bunch of bots. Yeah. So we're just gonna talk about, and I'm gonna show you like creep aggro.
Yeah.
And then, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to show you. Oh, let's see. What's the range on this? 3,000. Okay. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna like stand about 1,100. Like, you stop moving.
Okay.
Roughly, this is. Oh God, where is it? This is about 1,100 to 1,200 units. The distance we're standing apart. So you can stand that close to a creep and get the XP for it. So
Yeah, can't you just mouse over the XP when you press Alt? You can see it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know it was in the game. Huh.
So
I just got used to it.
So I can
got used
get
to like the
XP
rough
from here.
range. Okay, well I'm gonna die for this, but
No, my
thank you,
passive.
bots. Very cool.
No, don't fight them.
Yeah, so anyway, I want to show you... Can you run up here, actually? And walk to, like, right here? And then right-click the CK. You see how the creeps just follow you? Yeah. And then you see how this comes over here? And then, look, you just deny it. Boop! I'm Mirana, so I get to secure a creep, unless the CK is an idiot and runs into an arrow. And the creep wave very quickly comes back and actually starts to like stack creeps in your favor to the point that I'm gonna die for this.
Cool.
No. To the point that it's going to like stay in your favor because of all these range creeps back here, right here, and you'll see when these creeps waves meet that the range creeps just murder. Like,
so to do that, I have to
slaughter them.
target one of their enemy characters.
Yeah, that's how the aggro in this game works by like when you issue an attack command against an enemy hero. It's the same for towers actually. So if the tower, the enemy tower is aggroed, I'll see if we can do it. I'll like
Oh, I know
come
how to
shove
change
the
it to the creeps. You press A on the creep.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a way to deny tower aggro, but a way to avoid tower aggro is to like not. You can stand under towers and run under towers at enemy heroes, as long as you don't right click the enemy. The tower won't attack you unless you are like the closest target when it issues the next attack command.
Oh, I just did it again.
After killing a yeah. So yeah, and it's gonna follow. It follows you for like 2.4 or 2.6 seconds, and then there's like a half-second cooldown for it. There's like a total 3-second window that like creep aggro can be manipulated. So
but with the melee attacker,
drag it back, drag it back.
Does it still work with a melee attacker? Like if I go the same distance or what? Like with Omni Knight, because I feel like with Chen it's easier to do.
No, you don't have. You don't actually have to complete the attack. Watch. Boop.
Oh, okay.
You just have to issue the command. See? Boop. They just followed me. I'll even get the range creep this time. Boop. Okay, I didn't actually reset the aggro. And you can do this globally, by the way. They don't have to. The enemy hero does not have to be near you in order for this to be the case. And I'm going to show you what
you can do it with no enemy hero there.
Yeah, you can do it like globally. So like DK's in the top lane, right? I'm not gonna right click on the. I'm gonna wait for the next wave to do it. I'll draw creep aggro without actually right clicking either of the CK or the Morana.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm like too busy talking to
That's
you
fine,
and not focusing. Cool. But yeah, I guess that's probably plenty. Yeah, I hope that's helpful. Does that make sense to you in how you might utilize that to like own creep waves better and like maintain a creep equilibrium better?
Yeah, because the range one will die quick, so it pushes faster than it normally would, right?
Yeah, the enemy's wave will push fast.
Yeah.
And into you, which you know is safer. And there are some times where you don't want this, but like I can even drag the creeps out of the tower aggro, so that way, like the camp statics here, and this is something that's good to do on like safe laners too, right? Like imagine the creep wave was back here, and you wanted to bring it, the creep wave back to your tower. You can aggro the other way as well.
Oh.
You can aggro creeps off of your ranged creep if you really want to, things like that. Like if you were trying to keep the lane from pushing.
Okay.
Like imagine you have the like there's something I can talk about here actually. We didn't talk about this in the game, but sometimes it's better if you have the creeps here and your wave dies and is about to push into the tower, instead of letting the creeps push into the tower and allowing the tower to attack it, which pushes the wave, you can just hold the creeps here, like just with your body. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, have them chase you.
Have them chase you, you know what I mean? You can kite them, whatever you have to do, until the next creep wave comes, which is about 15, 16 seconds. Hey, what do you know? It's here, you know, and then you stop it right here, and you bring all the creeps there, and the enemy can't do anything about it, unless they pull, which is when you go have, you know, the support ideally contest that. So, yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
I think that's probably good enough for now. I don't want to like pack you full of information. I think I've given you probably way too much already, but I hope that's helpful in some way, or like guiding your.
Yeah, I definitely learned some things. The creep thing for sure. That we just talked about now.
Yeah, I'm
items.
excited to see you try it out in some games. Yeah.
It didn't really do much though.
It didn't really do much? What do you mean?
It just stopped right away. Did it again.
Oh, sorry, I'm not watching.
No, it's okay.
I'll pull up the stream.
Wait, I'll try it again in a second.
Yeah, wait until there's more
Oh,
creeps
never
there
mind. I'm gonna die.
to do it.
Well, when I
Yeah,
when I did it,
the CK Skywrath lane, like, come on, bots.
but when I
Come
did
on.
this, it just like attacked the siege creep right away. I couldn't drag it.
So I'll look up the rules of aggro for you if you'd like. But it only aggroes to you for a set amount of time, and then it de-aggroes unless you are the closest unit, issuing an attack command, technically. So, for example, if you saw the enemy pulling, like the neutral camp to their wave, what would you do about it?
Oh, I've actually seen someone cancel the pull before.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
Okay.
just run into the
So
creep
that's
wave.
what you're talking about.
If you just run at the creeps and issue an attack command, the creeps will be aggro to you, and that's how neutral creeps work. To be fair, lane creeps are a little bit different in that they don't automatically like re-aggro to whatever's closest. Only when you issue an attack command against a hero will they like change their aggro. But when they search a new target, that's how they always work. They always look
Okay.
for like the closest target that's issuing attack command. So, you know, there's some outplay potential there. I can't wait to see you cancel some pulls and bring some creep
Probably won't
aggro
do it too
back.
often, but I'll be every once in a while I'll be like, oh yeah, and then I'll do it, and then
I mean,
eventually I'll do it more.
yeah, it's just about having the tools in your toolkit so that way you're prepared when the time arises. Really. But yeah, I'm kind of running low on time.
Here, I'm gonna ask you one last question. Who are
Sure.
like the top meta supports right now in this game? Top 3.
So, I would say Treant was really popular at the beginning of 7.29D. I think he's still strong, banned a lot in competitive. Um,
Isn't there like
Phoenix
a
was
tier
kind of
list?
popular. I can make a tier list for you and send it to you if you want. I think Nyx is really good actually. As a 4, Nyx is like insane right now. Hoodwink is really popular. If you haven't
Hoodwink?
played her.
What?
Yeah, have you played Hoodwink?
It's not that good.
Oh, I don't know about
It's
that,
just
brother.
like annoying. It's not that great. Wouldn't you rather play like man, Lion? Lion's better than Hoodwink.
I mean, okay,
Darkseer is better than Hoodwink.
compare the damage numbers of Hoodwink and Lion's ultimates.
Does the damage matter though? Isn't it like?
Check the damage.
I mean, the damage is high, but like, wouldn't utility be better?
I mean, and Lion has a straight line stun, which oftentimes is worse than an AoE stun. It's actually, I think, technically much worse than
I guess
AoE
that
stun.
could be true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her stun is good.
Yeah.
Hoodwink.
There's a lot of things to this hero, but on like a competitive level, these are some of the more popular supports. Supports that own neutral camps that don't allow for the enemy to pull very easily. Mirana, a good example. Like you can just kill the camp very easily, or take the aggro with your long attack range. Things that don't die very easily are kind of actually not popular right now, but are good in general, especially at lower MMRs. Ogre Magi. Have you ever played an ogre game?
Oh my! I've never played him, but he's tanky. He doesn't die.
He's if you were to just fight, every single hero in the game. I don't know actually as of Dawnbreaker being added, but I'm pretty sure this is still true. If you were to take every single hero in the game and just have them fight each other, no abilities, no items, I'm about 99% sure that ogre wins every single time because he just has like eight armor and like 700 or 800 HP or something dumb, and like he's just a big old boy, and he's really easy to like cast. You just kind of get you walk in, you cast your stun, people throw spells on you, you tank a lot of damage, and you just live.
So
Yeah,
I do have one other final question, because it's kind of weird, like in League, like there's balance changes all the time, and usually it's like a character will get like a slight nerf, and sometimes it like makes them better than other characters, but usually not. Every once in a while they'll be like a change, and then the change doesn't get changed for a couple of days, and like that makes the character so strong that it's like it has to get banned every game or picked every game, or but like who would you say is like the worst support in Dota? Because I mean, like that's actually a support, not just like some
Yeah.
dumb character that could play support if you wanted to. Like who is the worst actual support right
Yeah.
now?
I think Dota's more temporal than League in general, from my understanding, where like heroes or champions tend to be really good for a long period of time, or like really bad for a long period of time. Dota fluctuates, I think. It's like more of like an annual basis. But right now, I think the weakest supports are like Undying, who just doesn't have any disable.
I didn't even know he was a support.
Yeah, he is. I
Oh,
mean, I think most typically. I think Digital Nick is in your comments yelling at you to buy more regen at the start of the game, which you should do.
yeah.
Um, Bane is like a really
What?
awkward support right now.
I thought her abilities were so good though. The Nightmare.
The Nightmare is interesting. It's good. It's just that it's a cast range problem,
Oh,
and
it's
we just came
short
out of
cast.
we came out of a patch where it was really easy and really kind of like affordable and accessible to get cast range and like plus cast range items. But they kind of just went away with that and got rid of all the cast range talents and all the things that made this hero really really good. So he's kind of a little bit lost at the moment.
All right, give
And
me
and then
one more.
Jakiro, I think is a little bit outpaced right now. Where
Jakiro.
split pushing supports that just like eat up a bunch of space and like suicide down lanes are not all that strong, and they're just better like more DPS or like more bursty supports. I have like 200 games on this hero as well. He's like my most played, and it's just it doesn't really um yeah, it doesn't do much. It feels a little awkward. And if you miss a stun, it's like really bad.
It just seems like his team fight is so good though. He just presses R and in like the middle of the team fight, and everyone just dies pretty
What
much.
everybody just walks 1 to 200 units slightly to the right or left.
I guess. Nah.
I'm a huge Macropire fan, but the ability feels a little bit lackluster right now. Like I think they could add a slow to it or something and it would still not be broken.
Hmm. What about Ancient Apparition? Is he good?
Oh, he's busted.
Okay.
That's another very very popular
Good one.
support right now.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can hit the ultimate, it's very good.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sam, for the coaching. I'm sure I might even come back and like rewatch part of this later on or something, but
Yeah, you should.
I'm sure there's gonna be tons of comments and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for the coaching, and if you ever want to like play a match, just message me or whatever. We can play a normal game or something.
Yeah, of course. I'll add you if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and we'll have to play sometime.
All right. Thank you, Bruno.
All right, peace. All right, that was kind of crazy. Different than Yamzi's coaching, but obviously me and Yamzi didn't plan anything. This guy, he's like he already had stuff planned, but it's weird. He was saying a lot of stuff. Jakiro players are always nice people from my experience. I thought Jakiro was good though. I didn't know this guy was a support. Oh, it says support right there. Man, who is the worst character in this game overall? Who would you just close the client if you saw on your team? 90% of the time. Who would that be? I should have asked him that. Because in League, swear to God, if I see a Teemo on my team, it's almost always bad. There's very few times when Teemo is like good. Teemo sucks. But then there's gonna be like people who go watch high elo Teemo and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna play Teemo, and then they're complete garbage because they don't. It's like Master Yi. Master Yi is like really easy to play, but if you don't know how to play the game, then you're gonna feed. Techies. Techies is Dude, Techies is like, I don't know, man. Dude, Techies actually might be the worst character in the game, cause like his abilities are really good, but he needs he needs a couple items to actually do anything, and like he'll never show up to a team fight. Like to actually show up to a team, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's a weird character. He might be the worst in the game. Techies might be the worst. We have an amazing Meepo player in our team. Techies is a very different mindset from every other hero. I feel like Techies is just the worst in the game by far. You should watch Sir Action Slack's Techies video. Just like, I mean, you could probably win with Techies, but man, he must be the worst. Not actually the worst, most of the time. Most of the time. Rain, he plays Meepo. Yeah, we know that. Nobody plays Visage. Visage is a Smurf character. Oh, he's still in my lobby. I'll accept friend request. Shh. No one saw that. He's supposed to play with team. Oh, techies? So shall we all party up? Man, do you really want to do that? Oh, should I just play a ranked game? Shoot. Alright, I'll play one normal, whatever. You guys are annoying. Let's go, fine. Only if Rain plays. Let's go. But it is kind of like, so like League is supposed to be the same way where everyone is good, but it's not true. But it's weird how in this game it is kind of true. Everyone almost everybody is good. It's like almost true. Oh, let's do a ranked game if it's just me and you. Get Trigger and Raven in. I'll invite whoever. Yamzi. Raven. Kid Trigger. I doubt he'll join. Techies is a late game hero, man. Techies is the worst in the game. I don't think there's anyone worse than Techies. Darkseer is way better than Techies.
Who calls the crystal?
What Discord? Man, this is so much work. I'll just join your Discord. I just wanna what? Oh, they're just doing a normal match. I just invited you. Not a big deal. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to talk to them all at the same time. Man, what was I gonna say before I joined them? Because I was trying to think of something. I'm like starting to figure out cool items to build on these characters. Like, kind of starting to figure it out, but man. Then I forget my idea. Like in League, I have my ideas like that, but in this game, it's like they come and go. Are we getting one more? Can I join? Yep, I'll invite you. What? You gotta change your settings. Go here. Go here. Go here. There is a reason in war we need mines in our camp. For techies? Techies sucks. Techies is like Pichu in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Pichu is supposed to be a troll character. But if you're really good at the game, you can obviously beat you can beat people with Pichu. Pichu has a couple of good moves. Like actually like legit decent moves. But overall he's trash. You would never risk like $20 playing with Pichu. Who's your favorite hero? None of them. No, I don't know. I don't get the league feeling from any of them. Not yet. Omni Knight is kind of close, man. Omni Knight maybe. But I don't want to play him for the normal game. Like, man, it's just like you don't get that feeling when you're playing Morgana and you have Ravenous Hunter and Taste of Blood and you walk up to them while you're auto attacking and then you like pretend like you're about to Q and then you make them like flash away, then you Q and you just absolutely outplay them. It's like I don't get that feeling in this game. And then I have like just enough regen to not lose. I'll invite. Try Puck. I've played Puck. My Puck is good. None of them give the feeling that I want. If only there was like if there was Grasp of the Undying in this game, oh man. There we go. We got it. I guess one thing I actually there's a few characters that have it in this game, but not really. Like permanent stacking qualities. Does that make sense? Doesn't Silencer have that? He gets permanent damage. But like there's not too many permanent stacking qualities that you can like I mean, I'm not saying I always like playing characters like that, but it would be nice if there were more that I could play like that. Like, obviously, it's not going to be much. Like, Grasp of the Undying, the thing that I was talking about, it's like, every 4 seconds in combat, if you hit an enemy champion, you gain 5 permanent health, you deal, what was it? It's like 2% of your max health to them, and then you heal for 1% of your max health. But then, like, way later on in the game, like, it's like it comes in clutch. Like permanent scaling. Scaling champions. Those are the ones that win the game. They removed a bunch of examples of those. Oh man. I mean it's not required to have fun, but it's just cool. I like it.
I think it was Greg. Hey Bruno, how you doing?
Hey. Yamzi, who is the worst character in this game right now?
Yous.
Techies?
Oh!
God, buy tangos. Who is the worst? I have
It's
no
gotta be
idea.
Techies, right?
Is anyone worse than Techies?
We just go heroes, meta, win rate by Immortal bracket. Let's go to the bottom. Yeah, Nature's Prophet. That sounds about right.
Really?
Yeah, Nature's Prophet sucks.
I guess the only thing he's good at is farming, right? And the farm does nothing.
Well, no, pushing. Techies is lowish. Techies always kind of low. Techies isn't that bad. Wow, Witch Doctor's kind of low.
Who's the
Oof.
best?
I'll rectify that. Don't worry, boys.
Phantom Assassin, Troll Warlord, Enchantress sucks. Yeah, those guys.
We literally.
Who's the number one?
Rude Mother.
Oh. Alright, are you playing Broodmother this
Do you
time?
remember that game, Bruno? The Rain Broodmother game. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yes.
And she's actually a hard hero, so her win rate will be even higher. Like, if you're good at her, you'll have like 65% win rate, even at like top brackets.
Yeah, she's a little. As a support, she's scary to see.
I'd actually love to see Rain play against Trigger or Yamzi. I don't think that's happened.
Oh yeah,
Is
have
it?
you played again? I want to. I should host a 1v1 thing. If I hit 10,000 subs, I'll do like a cash 1v1 tournament or something like that. I think that would be fun.
We should do a Crumbling Island Arena tournament.
Oh, okay. Well, if someone plays against you, they start with a free win, and it's 2 out of 3. Because I think they'll still lose. Yeah, aren't you like number? What was it? It was like top 5 or something.
Well, there's no ranks, I just played a lot.
Yeah, but wasn't there like a temporary rank system? You were actually like top or something. I can't remember.
No, not really. Rain was top, but that was like
Oh,
that's not really
wait, it was.
ranked. That's just based on how long you play for, basically.
Oh, okay, it's just time played. I see. Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah.
you're so good at that mode.
Hey, Yamzi, have you played against Rain? Like, do you know each other?
Only in that tournament.
Oh, right. Okay. Nice.
Let's see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, wait, didn't you guys play on my channel? Wait, am I crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
oh
did,
yeah,
that
but
one.
it was Crumbling Island, so it's not like actually Dota.
Not real Dota.
It's more important, is what we're saying. It's like there's Dota, then there's Crumbling Island way up here.
Found it. Let's...
Forgot about that.
Anyway,
What's
Bruno,
this?
have we converted you yet? League of Legends or Dota? Which? Oh,
General chat,
drinking
let's
some
suppose.
water.
It's actually kind of satisfying to play the ranked a little
You're
bit.
actually getting like we can see how you're getting better at this game. It's good.
By
It's-
tangos.
Yeah, by tangos.
Tango
Oh
sucks.
my
We'll just go
God.
up in MMR.
Tango sucks, man. Tango sucks.
You can be far more aggressive. Bless him.
If you don't buy at least 9 tangos in the laning phase,
He buys
You're just losing
0.
MMR.
I
know.
scream
Wait,
at
wait.
you when I watch your videos.
The only thing I really dislike about Dota Ranked is that like even if you go on a win streak, there's no you don't get like any bonus
A bonus.
MMR.
well, yeah, because that's. I mean, that's.
You
that's it.
do. There
No,
is a way. Yeah, you do
you
get
don't.
bonus MMR. Like if
No, you only have a
win
card
about-
from down 30.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, you-
permanent plus 30 or permanent minus 30. I don't think it's
Well,
like
there's like some Smurf detection, which is new
Yeah.
accounts become super
Yeah.
volatile. But I don't think that counts for people who are.
Yeah, if you get like 10 wins in a row, it boosts you. I think it's like 60 or 80.
wait,
Well,
hold
yeah,
on.
it's really extreme, just so for Smurfs.
Yeah.
Wait, Yamzi, can you open my stream like real quick?
What's it on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in my previous matches, it shows like wins and losses, but then there's a win with 2 triangles. Does that mean I got
That means
extra
that
MMR
you
that game?
performed better. No, that
yeah,
means you
that's your
performed better than your
performance.
average. Like
Yeah.
your average, yeah.
That's just kill
So you
death
did really
assist,
well as
though.
Sven.
That doesn't contribute to any more MMR later on, though.
No, that doesn't mean anything. That's just
Oh.
that's just giving you an
Played
idea.
well.
It also
means
doesn't
you
even
played
mean you played well. It means you got a better KDA, which isn't everything.
Right, it's just like, oh, cool, you did good.
Yeah, so like when I play support, I always get like terrible results on that, even when I win loads.
Oh, I see.
Bruno +5 and +4 mechanics may be very complicated for beginners.
But if you got 10 wins in a row in Dota, you wouldn't suddenly get like plus 33 MMR, right?
I don't
It
think
wouldn't be
so.
like that. Okay. Yeah,
No.
that's the only thing that's like really annoying to me.
Well, I mean, if you're going up, you're still going to get there pretty quickly if you're winning like that much.
Yeah, I mean 30 points is a lot, but at the same time it's like Well, at
Oh,
least
yeah,
in
just doing 10,
League, like
300.
if your MMR is higher than your bracket, so like you're gaining, because you'll gain more MMR if you're like really ahead. You'll gain a lot more MMR or like points per
Yeah.
game. So you'll know that like, okay, I'm about to rank up, but then you will lose less, which is what I like. So
Oh,
it's
here
like
we
if you win
go.
10 in a row, you're gonna start losing a little bit less if you lose. But in this
Huh.
game, it's always 30. So
Well,
that's the
you'll
only
still
thing
end up
that's
with the exact
tough.
same location, no matter what. And it takes it takes a while to actually get better. So the only way that's really that helpful is if you suddenly, like overnight, just get like hundreds of MMR better, and then you can get there slightly faster. But in the long term, it doesn't really matter. Right, what's everyone playing?
I can't tell you.
Great.
I'll go position 4. My favorite.
Okay.
Didn't you say Phantom Assassin's like the worst in Immortal?
Yeah, don't play her.
Alright, then I'll
Oh,
play her.
you probably want. Oh, there you go.
Crap. Wait, hold on. Okay, I guess I'm mid then. Crap. Ooh, Pudge. It's Pudge bound. Fuck.
Oh, Sam, hello. How you doing, Strilling? Nice to see you.
Fuck.
The coach.
I don't even know.
Wait, he's
if
not
he
in
can
here. What do you
hear me.
mean?
Like, surely the fact that I'm talking to you means that he can hear me as well.
He's not
Let's
in
see.
here.
No, but via your stream. Let's see.
Oh, and if his name's not Zach though. This is not him.
No, he's Strilling. Let's see.
I don't see Oh, Samuel Trilling. Oh, then it is him. Of course. I was looking for
He's
the,
the guy that
actual name.
He's the guy that
Strilling.
beat us up as Chen in the WLD game.
Yeah, he says he
I
plays
remember
Chen.
you, Samuel.
Claim your battle pass points. Wait, where? Where are my points?
Wait. You just said you're position 4, but you're
Yeah, I know. I am
You're a
position
PA.
4. What do you mean?
position 4 PA.
I guarantee you we will win. I would bet you $1 we win
We're
this
still
game.
gonna lose this.
Actually, don't, because their
What?
enemies are probably good. So I take it back.
Terrorblade,
I bet you
Crystal
one
Maiden.
imaginary $1 that we win.
Nice to see you, Sam. Good to see you, sir. Please never ever play Chen again against us.
Yeah, can you
Anyway.
can you play Chen without using W? Because I would do that. Because
Yeah,
I would
well,
suck with
eh.
actually playing Chen. W-less Chen.
Yamsy's Team Digital. I love it. Okay, let's go.
But I don't even know what I'm buying. Can I change build? Guides. Fuck. Series build.
Not if
Okay.
Samuel plays him. Like, if Samuel picks Chen, you die.
You think so?
Yeah, I can restream that actually, Strilling. I got the VOD.
Nick and I played a great charity show match a few months back. It was so fun. You should hear what happened. I think I'm hearing it now, right? You have to claim
Yeah, it was-
500.
Time to go watch YouTube.
Oh,
playing
okay.
Pyramid.
You have the pro strat too. I didn't know you were doing the pro strat.
They didn't see it.
You don't need to talk in game.
Sorry.
Taken by surprise.
Okay.
Oh my! Oh, they have Omni Knight. We lose. It's over.
God, this is gonna go so bad. Okay.
Yeah, this is our. We already lost.
Yeah, I put this at 90% loss rate.
Did you not buy tangos again?
I
Bruno!
don't need them. Just wait. Relax.
Deep breath, deep breath. I want to see him, okay? She's weak, actually. Just get the deny on that.
It's impossible. all good.
Bruno, don't use me as a bloody, whatever the word is.
I'm getting a healing salve now.
Now he's got regen. Okay, nice.
Well, I was gonna buy it anyway, but I didn't have enough gold, so I had to wait for the runes.
I was protecting you, sir. I'm body blocking for you.
Why did he do so much? What the heck? He did like trillion damage to you just now. Like 1 trillion points of damage.
They blocked that.
I unblock it.
In I go.
This Terrorblade, he's really good, actually.
How do you know he's good? He's not doing anything.
I can tell.
Surreptitiously. Got to keep my hand in.
Oh my god, why are you not
This place,
farming?
Bruno.
Guard.
I have to. Why am I farming for you? Farm! No! Yes, get this. No.
I missed it. Okay, they're stacking now.
Wait, what should I do then?
Less of me now.
Why are
does
you
that mean?
playing like a support PA? I've never. I don't know.
I've been it before.
It's good. We're gonna win.
I've seen everything.
Ah!
I know, that was an accident.
Oh, we can go
I
on
thought
this.
you were missing it. Okay. If only I took W.
I'm actually lagging
Is he gonna die?
quite a lot. No, you won't die.
I
I'm
thought
lagging
Maledicts
really badly.
stacks when you hit. Am I crazy? You're always like, oh, hit him, hit him, hit him.
I was lagging quite badly there.
They see me not.
Wait. Oh, no, you're gonna die. She's in the jungle.
Oh,
Surreptitiously.
where are you at?
I went to go get this thing.
It's okay. I got tranquils coming, so I'm good.
The thing about position 4A has a steep spike timing. Oh, just wait till you see the items I build. They have no chance.
Go on, Tara. Go on, Tara. Oh no.
I need level 3 to actually do that. Because I took E because I'm a genius. For no
CM's missing. We need.
She's in
Okay,
this
got some
jungle.
vision, but I don't want to ward.
Oh my, oh, never mind, that's good. Not these good, my friend.
Like a wisp.
Do we need? They de-warded. They got. Look, they got
I don't like
wards
this
there.
crystal maiden. She's ugly.
The shadow. Moving quickly.
Dude, why
Go.
is this crystal maiden so pro?
Can
Oh, you didn't have a Q to anything to bounce it.
I had to do what I can.
It's okay. I just needed 1 level. I can actually help you.
I mean, he's like damaged.
Hey, we got first blood.
There falls my shadow. Fells my blade.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Sorry. I just swore on your stream, Bruno.
Alright, no more.
Sorry, viewers.
Alright, I got my first item.
Nick only plays the witch doctor.
Are you ready to demolish them?
No,
What do you mean, no? It's time.
I'm just waiting for clarities to come.
Oh. The noob item. Anti-regen. Oh, I gotta do the thing Sam just taught me.
What's that?
How do I do it? Oh, that's it!
What?
Oh, it didn't
Oh,
really do
CM's
anything
here.
though. It didn't do anything.
What's your career? I don't know. You're good.
I
Oh,
did
this
it,
is
Sam.
US servers. Okay, this is US servers. Okay.
Yeah, so you better win. My god, why are they being pro? This is annoying.
See, I'm no, can't.
Abaddon's missing top. No, he's back.
Oh, wait. Oh, you should have turned on
No,
him.
don't go.
Wait, why
deep.
not?
It's all good. No, no, no. We don't kill. We don't kill.
We did, though.
Oh,
Oh, the feeder.
that did way more damage than I thought it would. Unless
We could have turned on them earlier.
maybe.
Maybe yes.
There falls my shadow, fails my blade.
Oh, Bruno, stack when it gets to 55. Attack and then walk away. 2, 3, 4. Attack it.
No!
Yeah, your dagger slows, but also the ancient camp you have to do like really early for some reason.
Oh, well, my
Let's go,
item
Liz.
slows him too. It's bad.
Oh yeah, it's a weird noise.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, you. Oh yeah, you did get this one.
I got the one.
PA, come in, come in,
I'm
come in, come in.
This guy's done.
No, we don't. No.
No.
That'll do. That'll do. Nice.
What are you talking game? You're talking to me.
I'm not used to like doing as many screens as I've got going on right now.
Oh, Yamzi, are you mid?
CM's missing.
Am I what?
Mid lane.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Dang, the classic gyro? Dang, okay.
I am but a shadow.
Okay. Terrible. Oh shit! I'm in trouble here.
Oh shoot, are we going in? No.
No. I'm gonna go back actually.
Why? You don't need to.
Yeah, you're right. Actually.
Oh, he's got his ultimate now.
Yes.
Man. No, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Oh god. I just need to level up. So close to leveling up. I should have done the polling again.
This is trouble.
I know, oh my god, run so I can jump to you. Oh,
I'm dead. I saved you though.
yes, thank you.
It's because he had his 6.
Oh my god, look at Enigma. He's going crazy. Wait, he already got the what? He already got a tower.
Yeah, he did.
What the heck? What the heck? Dude, Enigma's broken.
Nah, we can take Enigma. Let's take him.
Dude, he's level 9.
No, I don't have enough mana or anything.
Lee, go away, Nick. He's level 9.
Coming.
Oh my god.
No, just ignore him. We can't do anything.
These are crazy.
Okay, please can everyone try to stack whenever they can, just like, it's gonna be really important.
I'll just try to keep stacking the creeps then.
Yeah, nice, thanks. So I can clear them ridiculously fast.
Enigma is one of the strongest 1v1 heroes. Dude, Enigma's crazy.
In a blink of an eye.
Yamzi hasn't even died. And Enigma just shoves that hard, I guess. Jesus. Oh, almost the double stack. Once you get level 6, I think we kill him, right, Nick?
Yeah. But you need to stay away. Because he'll just use his thunder on you.
My blade.
Oh fuck. Oh shit, I'm in trouble here. She's 6 before me. You're 6 before me.
I know I bought the book.
I think we can get 2 kills bottom.
Just TP top.
Okay.
This should make my life easier.
I'm still 5, not 6 for about 45 seconds.
Oh, Timber has no mana. Oh no, he's dead. Oh wait. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, I'm nearly level 6. You see how far behind I am? Eh.
Falls my shadow, fells my blade. Like a wisp.
I'm blocking this with myself.
Blink of an eye.
I got my 6, thank god. I can't TP for 30.
Where least expected.
As soon as I can, I'll TP top. It's like 20
Well,
seconds away.
free top.
I can't TP for like 15.
Oh, I don't even have the freaking scroll.
Yes.
4 top.
Dire structures are fortified.
I can TP now?
Alright, I'll TP too.
No, I'm not gonna go into that.
No? Okay, I won't then.
I'm but a shadow. Your top tower has fallen. Yes.
Man, they love top lane.
See if I can take Terrorblade 1v1. No, I can't. Too far away. Ugh.
I'm on my way. Let's go, boys.
Oops.
Coming. Timber-sama.
Coming top. Timber's on free farm.
Nope, we're screwed.
Regen top. Anyone want it?
Whew.
Go. Go.
I think I got disarmed by someone. I wasn't paying too much attention.
No, it's gonna.
Oh my
TP
god,
out,
where'd he
right?
go? Oh, he blinked. Oh, but he went backwards.
Yeah, he's a blink dagger.
Your bottom tower.
God. That's
Damn, didn't know anything in
obnoxious.
there.
He's scared of PA support. I'm telling you. They do a lot of magic damage, right? No, yes.
Yeah. Except Terrorblade, who will do absolute tons. Physical.
So should I get Heaven's Halberd then? Or Pipe of Insight?
No. Well, it doesn't have to be one of the two, but I guess Pipe is better.
Alright.
Halberd. I mean, Heaven's Halberd's just bad against Terrorblade because.
I can't kill a bad
Oh, it's a spell.
Well, no, because he makes loads of units, so you can only disarm one of them anyway.
They got vision.
No, oh no.
Yeah, that's good. I killed it before it came back. So
Yeah,
it's like
but
a
I
stack
wanted the
anyway.
extra gold.
That was a weird
right, yeah,
pause
I
for
guess.
them.
My shadow fells my blade.
Oh shoot.
They got. I was invisible, wasn't I?
I'm but a shadow.
Oh, Timbersaw with the double damage.
Radiant structures. Their guard.
Oh shoot, are you about to 1v1 the 1v1 master?
I think there's not the 1v1 master. Yep.
don't think so.
No, I'm probably not.
Enemy's middle tower has fallen. Yes, your bottom tower.
Remember, I'm bringing you some creeps.
The fuck, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away.
I can't get to you. I'm running.
Okay.
I couldn't get to you, but fella.
Okay, I wanted to die just once. I needed to join Yamzi with the one death club. Now we'll for sure win.
Alright, TB is coming up.
Radiant structures
Where?
are
Top.
fortified.
He was just below Roche.
Okay.
He may have gone elsewhere. Oh yeah, they're there. Doing Roche?
Are they?
Yeah. Enigma's was in there.
Are you sure?
And TB's illusion came out. I can drop rock in there.
Hey, look, there's their courier. Funny.
They got vision.
Oh, I'm actually the smartest guy to exist. No big
No,
deal.
good head.
That was cool, man. That was perfect. Hey. Dude, Timbersaw could 1v5 him right now.
This rush is quite important now.
Drum or solar?
Couldn't get there.
I got him.
Invis bottom.
I'll grab it.
No, I
take it,
think
you
I'll
take
take it. Yeah. I'm gonna ward.
Where falls my shadow fells.
Oh, they're coming for me. That means I got vision. 3 bottom. 4 bottom.
I'm but a shadow.
Oh,
I don't know.
Sneaky.
Let's go, let's go.
I don't think we should we?
I follow Yamzi.
Now I can go in. Oh shit, this guy. I'm healing.
No, kill the thunder. Kill him. Kill Terrorblade.
I think I've killed him.
Bruno, just jump on him. No, what? Tag him, jump.
Yeah,
He's
we
still going.
killed Terrorblade. Do we? No, we don't.
Dang, Omni Knight with the flame. Dang.
Shall I,
You're done.
Whoa, the counter flame? But we died. Why would you say that? You gotta say that when we kill them.
we just playing the mental game, sir. Just
No,
playing
that's the
mental game.
opposite. You say that when we win the team fight.
yeah, take the
We
time.
will.
Get them on. Oh yeah, they're invincible.
Don't give him Sunder. Get fucked.
The boys did it.
Watch the language.
Yeah, sorry, your stream's no longer child friendly.
Oh my god.
Get flupped. Flupped? Is flupped okay?
Oh, Philosopher's Stone.
Oh yeah, I'll
I'll
take
take
it.
it.
Oh, my favorite item.
All right, give it to.
No, you can
Give
have
it
it
to
if you want. You can have it.
Right, cool.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! I just bought something by accident. Enigma top.
Oh good, I didn't stack that at all.
Falls my shadow. Fails.
Wasted my time.
In I go.
We can take CM here.
Are you sure that we have no? They're probably all there.
She's got a peace stone. Oh dear. Didn't check. Didn't check for mana. Didn't check for mana. Didn't check for mana.
I gave you some.
I'm out.
Man, I just wasted my thing on you.
I'm sorry. I was only 10 mana short.
Where'd this guy go?
Don't even have enough for a TP. Well done, Yamzi. Nice play.
Thanks.
Creeping in. Have some will.
Jesus Christ. These Terrorblade illusions just literally took like 60% of my HP.
Yeah, they're pretty tough.
Mm-hmm. Jara's top.
Yeah,
Instructions are for
because he's a god.
yes.
Invis bomb.
Okay, Enigma doing something. Gross.
Slyly.
Everybody is farming our jungle.
Our jungle.
Hesitate.
Yeah. Keep saying
Yondi's
illusions.
jungle.
Oh yes. In the blink of an eye.
Take this Yonti.
Yep.
Sleep. Slip. Sneaky.
With Basher, you have chance to cancel Black Hole. Oh, maybe I should buy that.
They seem not.
No.
Why? Why not?
Because you have to like attack people for that.
Oh, it works on my Q.
Oh yeah, I guess it does. Maybe that's not so bad actually.
Is this? Are we going in?
No, I can't.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I actually died. Yeah, I can't lifesteal when Omni Knight's ultimate's going.
Has been killed.
Nah, I'm not gonna. Demon Soul.
I'm gonna get Sanjay Nasha.
Oh, yes. I am but a shadow.
Yeah, to win fights, you have to get them to use Omni Knight's ultimate
Or you'll miss me.
and then back off.
Yeah, just get him to use it.
Blink of an eye.
Without that, don't think they can win. Well,
Ah, shit, 3 mid.
Under attack.
black hole again.
Didn't see them.
Blades are falling.
Let's go.
Oh, let me jump to Warlock. No. Don't. Nah. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Oh.
No, he's gonna sunder me though.
It's got his sunder.
Gross. Gross.
Oh my god. That's a lot of damage.
I'm back in 8.
Oh, wait a minute. Our hero. Oh, he's kind of being heroic here. Oh.
Ah, no vision.
Oh, Terrorblade. He doesn't take
Yeah,
any damage
but
though. He's
regen.
invincible. Dude, how often does he have that ability? What the heck?
40-second cooldown.
What the heck?
We gotta get way more sentries.
Or just dust.
Are you serious I put that there? Jesus Christ. Yes, kill me. Kill me, please.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, I'm so smart.
You were deleted, sir.
Why did I even stand there?
Why don't we have a glyph?
Oh wait, this ulti. Oh! Oh!
He's gonna have thunder
Oh.
though, so yep, there we go. Black hole.
Fun.
Coming.
Wait, what the?
Oh,
What?
he's just.
He just
Mr.
deleted me.
Laser.
Yeah.
Wait, can you use the Shadow Amulet when you ult?
Yeah. But I didn't get.
Oh wow, that really is it. I'm not gonna respawn in time. Go to Brazil, go!
Okay, so I will respawn.
I can
No,
buy
no,
back in a second.
No, no, look at the
Actually, I
damage.
might not. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna
I
respawn.
can buy back.
Wow. GG.
Whoa. They ended it so fast. What the heck? Oh my god.
Okay. Bruno, what did you learn from this game?
Dude, I didn't
Don't
get
play
to finish
Phantom
my
Assassin
item.
support.
No,
Yeah, don't play Phantom Assassin Support, but
No, I should have just not got the Pipe of Insight. What the heck? It wasn't. I don't know, man. It didn't work.
it's all good, sir.
I had only 4. I didn't even have 5,000 gold that game. Like, what am I supposed
Really?
to do? Yeah. That's what it says.
Well, actually, had the same farm as Terrorblade until right at the end. Boom.
But Nick had the same farm as me, and he's the farming. Why?
Bum, 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 bum.
Alright, I'm done, but that was fun, guys. I'll see you later.
Here's GG.
Okay.
Alright, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Road to Immortal. We didn't gain any MMR, but we may have gained some knowledge to gain some MMR later on. If you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.